Hello and welcome to part 19 of our Mechanicus hard campaign playthrough. What I forgot to do at the end of the last part was rearrange our physical damage to Jeremiah's weapons. The Incendium Combustor really wasn't working for me. Not having the +4 range from the Dominus Path means it's not great, although I could fix that when I start leveling him again, because I'm done with this line now. I don't want Traveller, because I like him having a lot of ranged weapons, so that obviously makes sense. So we're not going to use that, and then the armor isn't interesting, so maybe just this and this to use the range and the guns, but for the time being it doesn't make a lot of sense using this, so I'm just going to go back to fashion macro stubber. It's more than good enough for us. I can see it, there it is. That sadly leaves me an extra slot that I can't utilise. I need a bigger gun, but all of the physical damage dealers are not great. In fact, I have no other ranged physical damage dealer. I think it's locked behind one of the hard missions, or maybe it's you. There it is, that's one. There, that would be more 2 to 4 I think is identical to my macro stubber, and it only costs 1 CP more, so we would have the option to hit multiple targets if we so wished, but if not, then it's just a single target damager for only 1 extra cost, which is livable as an exchange. But for now we'll make do. And we're going to continue our Heretek speedrun here, which has been made slightly longer due to the fact he's now adding missions. There it is, the Cataphron Battle Servitor is available there, so quick, we'll finish off the Constellation of Madness and see if I want to use the Caliber, and then that will be next. But yeah, here we are. Constellations of Madness. The Tomb of Acropis contains monuments to Acropis' non-standard model of the universe, particularly blasphemous to the cult Mechanicus. Lector Dogmatis Videx requests a machine cleansing ritual in the tomb. Immortals, Lichguard, Praetorian's Deathmark, nothing new. I've been examining the data from the Tomb of Acropis, Magos. This particular Necron is uniquely offensive to a devotee of the cult Mechanicus. How so, Videx? It seems this Acropis was a royal astronomer of sorts, but the examples of stellar cartography from his tomb are at odds with standard model of the universe as recorded in the libraries of Metallica. And I take it you are particularly invested in the standard model. It formed the basis of my first studies into the cult Mechanicus. Heretek Manuscripts Appendix 71. Without a standard model, there is naught but madness and chaos among the stars. A machine cleansing ritual in the Tomb of Acropis will counteract this blasphemy. How does this help the mission? I shall think on it, Lector Dogmatis. If I judge it worthy of our resources and the risk to my tech precinct Kitari, it shall be done. How could this possibly be worth it? I'm pretty sure we're going to bash in the cartographer's head in at some point, so I don't really know why we're bothering. I have plotted the 12 locations where Lingua Technis sigils can be placed to form the basis of the ritual. 12? That seems excessive. There is nothing excessive about cleaving to the standard model of the universe. It is the basis of the 44 observations on the cosmos, of the Catechisms Logia, the 900 books of the... Oh, please stop. You made your point, Videx. Is the team ready to advance to the first location, Subdomina? Immediately, Magos, if it is your wish. It is. It's just... I'm not entirely clear why we're doing this, but fine. Okay, we need to get to here, 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 so... I'm going to be forced to go through these anyway. I just go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go there, there, there. 4-sided gets me 8. 1, 2, 3. I could do 4, and that means I don't have to fight the extra Necrons in there, which could be beneficial. But regardless, we're going to go this way first. The material of this chamber is made of some unknown super dense alloy, and is inscribing the sigil is impossible with the usual sacred implements. Tools of the scholar. Draw the sigil in sacred machine oils. It may lack permanence, but it is quick and free of risk. Tools of the priest. Use the blood of one of the cohort to draw the sigil. The letting of blood is loaded with meaning, but a lot of it will be required. Tools of the mason. Use a plasma cutter. It will be quick, but bears the risk of overheating. Well, this is a Videx mission, so we're going to do it super weird and go with Tools of the Priest. Hail the Omnisire. Unconventional, Magos. Even he didn't like it. Linguis Fulminatus Chapter 7. Improvisation is rarely to be welcomed and then only when the Omniscience will demands it. Okay, yeah, so it hurt, but we got CP. That's a fantastic trade. One of the cohort volunteers to provide the required blood, but rather more of it than intended is let from their veins. Though they suffer much from the improvised ritual, the sigil is loaded with symbolic meaning, and the cohort takes inspiration from the act. Well done, you bled real good for us. Okay. CP, Blackstone healing. I think I'll just take the Blackstone. Then I can go that way. Well, it's pointless. I guess I can skip that one. If I've got enough leeway left at the end of the mission, I can maybe come back for them. But otherwise, we'll make do without it. I think that's negative CP from what I recall, but this is obviously Blackstone, and we've clicked on it so many times now that the game has turned it green, because we know it's a positive one. I'll get us to there. Would I prefer to face the extra Necrons and get the extra Blackstone, or just go, I think the 0 CP is still more appealing to me. A few extra Blackstone from downing 2 or 3 extra war forms isn't that interesting. Immortal detected, database unlocked, loading. Resak awakens, sire. Why he locked us away from his Necron studies, I do not know, but it is fueling my emotion receptors with frustration. His naming of the Necrons is helpful, however. Loaded, personal recording. Subject, Immortal NN032. Subject is far more resilient than the warrior class. They also show signs of cognition where warriors possess none. Sightings of them blurting out what seem to be direct and basic orders, proof of some cognition. Be aware of terror, weapon, distinct, molecular, safe, file corrupted. I'm guessing then that's probably a different gun. That may be a Tesla weapon. Than their big old Gorse flares. Wow, okay, I could have gone to a different point first. This is already... That's -6. Well, I've got 8 effectively in the tank, so I can reset it to 0 between this and the natural mission negative. So I've got an Immortal and an Immortal. Menarius goes last. Can I kill both of these and do all of the terminals in the same turn? Maybe, maybe not. So Leonardus goes. Let's go kill him in that case, your kind of priority. Can I set up a dual hit somehow? Not really. The laser beam's going to struggle to hit 2 targets because of where they're positioned. Can't really. I guess I could double laser beam here, which is sort of effective. And then I leave Oriochus and Jeremiah to go kill this one and these. Worth a try. Well, it depends what they're armed with. I'm going to put Leonardus dead center. So I need to use a servo skull to actually see what their equipment is. Oriochus goes. Also just put him sort of in the middle then. Then Jeremiah. I'm gonna put everyone in the center because I don't know which way I'm gambling them at this point. There you go. Anyone can go in either direction. Do I drop one of these? Would help for DPS in shooting these consoles for free. They can kill one on their own in effect. At least with almost nothing. Make it quite hard to get you operating, so no, I think I'll save it. I don't know, why am I fretting? There's so much negative. I can spend an extra turn in this battle and still go down to 0 pips, 0 stages, so no, I can spend 2 turns here. Don't need to worry. Okay, there is another enemy over here now. Where did the scarabs go? Oh, they just moved to there. I just ignore them. They'll hit me, but I've got 2 HP, so 2 physical armor. While I'm here. Thank you kindly. Oh wow, they crit me to do damage through even that. Lucky devil. Fine, I can fix all of that later. Let's figure out what your deal is. Good. Hoping it would be physical armor because it's easier to use this here. I still can't angle the shot through. Guess I could just whack it twice because I'm going to be stood here with the axe anyway. Fine, I'm going to need the energy damage one. He may even survive this, annoyingly. It's quite tough. Yeah, only 16 to 18. Yeah, they're a lot harder than the other immortals I've seen. Go ahead and bless. Freedom. I need to be careful now. I can't use the canister, because then I won't actually be able to fire a gun, so we'll have to make do without it. Yeah, it will survive. Unless I use the canticle again to use another 9 damage, and that'll guarantee the kill. Surely someone else can do a little bit of damage for me. Start. That next turn. What's that? Okay, speed demon Jeremiah, do me a favour and run around a bunch. Oh, that's Oriokus. I got the wrong one. Sorry, I misunderstood. Never mind, I think this will work. What I need to do, I need to see what he's got. I don't see what their abilities are, sadly, by standing next to them. So the only way to do this is by scanning him. It's also, that's kind of annoying because I don't have 2 really good energy damage dealers. I'm going to struggle. Well, I guess you predominantly do energy damage, but I'm going to struggle to keep him down. Right, we'll do the usual tricks though. This first. The middle's okay. You can shoot anything you want. In fact, with 2 armor, I do what, 4 to 6? So I do 2 to 4 twice. With average results, I actually kill him before he gets to act, which is convenient. Careful, I need to run back this way, so let's just move you a bit over. How do I get the most out of my... I can Cognition Freedom and then shoot both this and this to do a bit some damage to this. I can Bless to give someone else damage. I can give him +2, which guarantees the kill on that one, which is good. That bit, or I can save Command Fire for next turn. Okay. Freedom. I don't really need to move from here, to be honest. Shoot him anyway. I guess I could have shot him with a phosphor blaster and given the skull to one of my ones. Slight mistake on my part. Does moving anywhere cost me a CP? So I'm 1 square off of actually being able to shoot him, which is a bit of a shame. I can command fire him. Yeah, even that one. Well, let's do that then. Maybe I can kill him in 1 shot and then get a bit of free damage there. And then despite his physical armor, I think Jeremiah can just come over and bully his way through all his HP. Shot. Yeah, you can just kill off this one for me. Hey, credit as well. His turn, so let's run over here. I'm going to intentionally let it go for another turn because I'm happy to do so. It's easy to collect all the CP I want as well. Shall I destroy this now or save it? I think Menaris can handle it easier than anything else. He'd actually be more effective into shooting at him than you would, but +3, 7 to 9, so it becomes 10. You've only got 2 physical armor, so I need to do 14 damage. I mean, yeah, just using one of these and then shooting it twice would kill it. So I could actually swing the axe and take this one's kill on this one now. Gets me CP back anyway, so it's basically free. Come over. Six to 8, so that's 12 minimum. But he's got 2 physical armor, so I guess I can shoot the first one and see what the result is. If it's the 4, And I'll have to suck it up and I'll have to use... No, I think I have to use it either way to pull it off. Yeah, no, I'll kill him. Well, he's kind of in the way, annoyingly. I'd like to go grab the CP back there. Oh, well, let's just do this then. I think I intend to do another turn, so I'll leave that and fill my gauge for free. So, the only things left to do... Kill all enemies. So at the moment I kill these poor scarabs, it'll end. So let's make sure I do these first. Let's try and stay away from them. I've scanned everything already, so let's... Kill the terminal. Can do. Let's cleanse you, why not? Get rid of that. Come over here. I can't quite kill that terminal this turn, but we'll get it next turn. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally kill him as he tries to move by something. They have annoying tendencies to hurt themselves. One, saw that coming. Next turn, while I'm here, might as well fix you. I think he's actually lost more HP than that, so let's just fix full HP him. Yep. Please don't accidentally end your own life, Scarab. I beg. Oh, there's an extra one. Good. 3 blackstone there. Don't need the reinforcement. We're fine. Okay, so this one did get himself hit and would have immediately killed himself. So we're super lucky that that one popped in. Actually, we'd be in a lot of trouble otherwise. That would have been terrible because I would have lost the -2 and lost a load of CP. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd be close to full CP, but still not there. So that's thank you, extra Scarab. You have saved us. Shall reward you accordingly. Shall I just reserve and then have Menarius go, let him get the kill, and use his full CP thing, and that'll be good. Yeah. Wait, sorry, you know what I mean, Jeremiah. I need to do this first, because if I shoot, it'll end, so I need him alive, obviously. This should refund itself, even if I need 4 damage minimum. There you go. Good work. -4, so yeah, massive. Back down to 0. Do this, and if I come out there and it's still 0, I might peek into one of these extra ones. Scarabs. Survive 3 rounds. Curious. Just got to stay alive. Deathmark. There's one of the big immortals. The larger gun I'm not going to let him use ever. Although annoyingly that means I'm going to have to build at least... I can reduce it by 2, but I'm stuck here for 3 rounds. Unless it's one of those survive 3 rounds ones, but I can just kill everything. Need to be extra areas popping up, so even if I kill these, maybe they'll hit me anyway. Whatever, we're still going to go on a mass murder spree. Leonardus, Ariochus, Jeremiah, Menarius. I might as well put one of these down because I'm rolling in free resources. I might be able to use you alone with a couple buffs to kill both the scarabs over here. Right, the big gun. Where are they again? There's one there, so I guess putting you there and laser beaming through is the way to go. What armor have you got? Never mind, I'm flamethrowing them, in fact. So, I guess you could do it that way if you wanted. I can get there in 1 point, which is excellent, so grab this. Down there. In fact, can I grab some CP for free while I'm here. Right, I'm going to use these first. Draw the CP out, which then means the mechadendrites have something to do. Okay, I suspect he'll just about survive this still. It's only doing 15 to 70. Yeah, he's tough. I can swing the axe as well. Supposedly I can still hit both of them with the flamethrower there. Yes, because of the insane angle on it. Now I could use the Sanctus canister, but I'll do 15 to 17, and then that's going to drop by 9 and 2 because Bless is off, so drop by 11. That'll do its usual 3 to 5, so I'm effectively doing 18 to 22 damage, and then he'll try and move, and there's a load of guys who can pick this, so no, let's wait to save the Sanctus canister for later. This is more than good enough. Also the burn effect, however that works, I haven't used it yet. Heretek, let's first and foremost, let's buff you. So I'd like you to clean through these for me. Annoyingly, the way the buffs works, well, I can put a load of damage buffs onto him, which allows him to kill them. But the problem is, it's all on one shot, so one shot does incredible DPS and kills one, and then the second shot's just normal. So it might be more effective then to command fire one of them. That'll kill that, and that'll leave him free to kill this. It's dead. Okay, where's that terminal? It's over there. You're not the most effective at this. I would rather use Jeremiah, just one axe swing or one macro stubber takes it out. HP. I can still go scan it. My Vanguard goes before the Scarab, so it's dead, so don't worry. That being said, it's not as if there's anything else to do. Might as well. I was going to say I may as well swing, but then I can't harvest the CP out of it, so it's kind of wasted. Is there anything else I can do for 1 CP? Oh, reinforce. I haven't actually put in the extra Vanguard yet. How silly. Come to here. Sort of in cover. There we go. Now it's efficient. Swish. I could hit it and kill it. Why is the obvious response. It's actually more efficient to do it with Jeremiah, because when he comes attacks it, he'll be refunded 1 CP for the kill, whereas I can't get 1 CP back for doing that, so it's pointless. Let's instead then, that'll die at no CP cost, so don't worry. So I guess Jeremiah's just going to walk over here and one tap this and this and we'll be happy. Yeah, there's no reason to do anything else. Just conserve all of your other abilities. Actually, just can you step out of the way just so it's easier to hit things? Yeah. You who didn't even use yet, you could kill that. I think actually with 2 shots you can probably take him out. So he has 1 HP in burning. I'd love to know how that actually works. I'm inclined to leave him alive just to see if he burns to death. If he tries to move, he gets opportunity attacked anyway. What I want to learn is if burn kicks in at the start of the enemy turn or at the end. Jeremiah, come over here. How much do you do? 5 to 7 per shot? You might just one hit it. Yep. Okay. I could almost one hit kill those, it's close. Step over there though. Now decide what to do with you. Also dead. Don't need to use any of these are all pointless. He'll get, if it tries to move, it gets opportunity attacked anyway, so we're fine where we are. Wait. Okay, you don't have a lot to do, to be honest. I'm going to assume they've got to start coming from here, so I'm just going to position preemptively to start fighting this way. Might spawn there and there, who knows. That's it. Okay, the opportunity happens before burn, and it was obviously able to move, so it's able to do that first. You've got absolutely nothing to do, I'm afraid. If you can shoot something, that wouldn't be terrible, because you can start charging the machine spirit of your gun. So next turn you can take a normal shot, and then use a second round for a machine spirit shot. I've run out of things to do. There they are, saw that coming. Oh, maybe there'll be an extra terminal or something on one of these. That'll give me the opportunity to reset the value. Maybe it's on that one. Do I want the last Vanguard? And I don't really feel I need it. I've used almost none of my abilities and there's just 2 guys. What am I saving the CP for? Who are we kidding? Just put them down. I go before all of those, so don't worry. Alright, Leonardus can't use his party trick of making it cheaper anymore, so I'm just going to have to shoot the big gun. Also don't know what their stats are, annoyingly, so I don't know what I'm doing. And the 2 who reveal stats on run by are you, and sadly you're on the wrong side. Guess I could gamble and just run up there and shoot it with one of these. Like, I could be really greedy and just walk over there and shoot both, drain the full CP pool, reserve Oriochus, go with Jeremiah, use his cognition overdrive and just fill it back up. It likely won't kill them, but it's extremely amusing for me, so I'm going to do it. I need to stand here to get the 2 CP back because I need all 4 for this ridiculous little maneuver I'm about to pull off. Can I get into a position to shoot them both with the laser is the question. I might be just shy. Oh no, because I've still got an extra one I can pull out of there. It's telling me I can hit both of them, but that's only because, yeah, one at a time. Well, I'll have to move. I have to waste a CP moving, grab this one to full move, and then put myself here to shoot straight through. Now, sadly, to fire all of those, I can't use the Sanctus canister, so I won't. Is that strip armor? No, it's just pure burn damage. So just do this. First big gun. -4. Second big gun. Well, with no stats, that's actually kind of terrible. 4 to 6. Yeah, well, we already got that one down, apparently. I may as well walk forward and smack you as well. Oh, I got a CP back, so I can use that. Don't see the point. Well, if I use it and drain all my CP, Jeremiah will go and get a CP for free. Why not? Maybe he'll even kill this in one go. No, it's still standing. Tough old bird. We're going to reserve your turn. I can use yours, though. Can I get over there to shoot him? Yes, I can. May as well. So if it survives that, I've got to assume it's got physical arm now. I could double shot and shoot again, but I mean, the counter argument would be, why would I do that? 1 for free. Come over here. Single-handedly take us from 0 to 6 without using any abilities. How far do I have to go to shoot you? Pretty far. I don't need to collect CP really, so I'd rather just let it last see what he's got. Physical armor makes sense given the horrendous kicking we've given him. Even with physical armor. Where's his turn? It's there, after you 2. Menarius can just walk over and hit him with his gun, so I think you'd be better off hanging around over here and waiting for these to spawn to get the jump on them and kill them. Yeah. Don't even need to do that yet. Okay, Menarius. Yeah, I think that instant kills him near enough. I would like him alive to extract CP with Necadendrites though. Perfect. That's +2, which is what I'm missing. Run this way. Start facing these. I use the extra CP just to get a bit closer. Yeah, because he's done. I'm not going to do that again. His silly combo. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll use one of the vanguards just to shoot that as I run by. Yeah, you shoot that one and you shoot this one. Now your gun's now fully charged. A novel experience for us, having these rounds go more than, you know, one turn. And here I'm prepared to gun things. Start charging your gun. You can get to a position to do so. Why that was inaccessible, but that can make a shot, I'm not entirely certain, but I'll take your word for it, Mechanicus. You run this way. They come. Ah, I was hoping to see one of the terminals there, so we are going to get stuck with 3 pips. Just inherently due to the nature of the mission. I can't avoid it. Oh, he gets to go first, so I can't even stop him from hitting me. Fine. It was just a bunch of damage straight in. Get over there to help. I mean, maybe, but I don't really care to do so. Guess I could long distance laser beam them. I've still got, like, max there, so going last with Jeremiah to heal you would be ideal. I go to there and just take it. Actually, I can do this first. What armor type is? Energy, annoying. I can't get close enough to flamethrower him. Well, that's great news for Menarius, Jeremiah, though, because they can absolutely pummel him. Can't get over there. Not wasting time. That's all you need to contribute. Go grab some CP here. I'll stand him next to it in case I eat CP and he can grab it for us. Oriokus, you can do a bunch of stuff. Why not? This one's going to get absolutely mauled by our mauler, so don't worry about that. So instead, yeah, I could buff one of these, but I'd rather see the stats. Also energy armor. That's really bad news for both of you, I'm afraid. Use all the tools. That being said, there's not much point in you shooting your guns because they're kind of not great. I can cognition freedom again, which makes it worthwhile. I'll shoot a one CP gun. The who? Probably that one. And then 0. Can I extract CP from anything? Not really. You, yeah, come forward. Just want you to pick off this one for me. By pick off, I mean instantly kill in one shot. Limbering up this one as well. I want him to be low enough such that by the time it gets to Menarius' turn, I can easily kill him. Jeremiah. Oh yeah, we can easily crush him here. I don't accidentally, not accidentally kill him is now the challenge. I could buff it up another 3 damage and then use an axe swing, which will do like the max without risking him dying. Yeah, 13 to 15 is perfect because he's got 16 HP. So go stand there. One health left. Now fill the gauge. Done. And now you. All you need to do is heal him and kill this for us. And there's so much CP on the field that we're not concerned. We'll use one of my rarely used claws, 10 to 12. And I'll do 1 damage for me. Well, that's still 0, so I have to use this one. Which is free. Zap. Done. That's it, right? Okay. So now we head back. Am I willing to risk an extra stop to go up to there and then hope there are multiple terminals in the last battle to reduce the level, or just run for the level? Answer: no way. I'm much happier to keep it at 0% at the cost of a single random event, which may as well could be a negative outcome anyway. So we're going straight for it. This indeed appears to be a challenging foe for sure. These remind me of the storm shields we manufacture for Terminator squads. Agreed. They certainly represent the most elite of the Necrons that we've seen so far. If it follows the trend of other Necrons, then surely these are one of the few who appear to be able to think independently of their lords. Effectively, the more elite a Necron warrior or the form is, the more it's able to think freely. So we have one here, so I've effectively got 2 turns to kill everything. Everything being the Mortal, Praetorian, Immortal, a Death Mark, and a Lich Guard. So the majority of the damage is going to be faced over here, and the Death Mark can be pretty easily picked off by a Skitaria Vanguard or something. But it's kind of difficult to actually get forward here. Leonardus goes first. I would love to see what their stats are, but sadly I've only got I've only got a single servo soul to scan. If I had this one or this one go first, I could just run by them all, see what they're weak to, and then have Leonardus go and basically annihilate them. The issue is because he goes, I'd have to reserve him all the way to the end, and that would give them all a turn, which is very silly. I think I'll just use my Canticles, both the paid one and the free one, and just hit them unbelievably hard with a bunch of stuff. Leonardus goes right there, yeah. So laser beam through and flamethrower a whole lot, as much as you can. Maybe if I'm lucky, if I stand there, I can get 3 or 4 with a flamethrower. Oriochus goes probably that side as well. Sorry. Jeremiah and Menarius. I'm happy for Menarius to take a step backwards and actually give you the easier slot to shoot from. Right. Obviously I can hit... Oh, I can hit 3 of them like that. That's pretty good. In fact, I might take that immediately before I do anything else. And then the flamethrower can be... Let's have a look. It doesn't tell me what the flamethrower's option... Oh no, it tells me there. I can hit all 4 of them if I stand right there. Really nice. Right. Start using some bells and whistles. If I'm going to shoot the laser first, let's do that immediately. Okay, and then... Yeah, just... Give me all the bells. Powerful as we can. One of these. And then I can bless. And then use Cognition Freedom to still have 2 left to take the shot, which is good. Bunch of damage. And then, yeah. Free my Cognition, please. 20 to 22. Through all of those. Small one goes down, the big ones are still up. As I run by him, I can then collect enough CP to... No, I'm shy, I can't shoot it. Unless I go stand next to him. I think that's where I needed to be to pull it off anyway. It'll be close, but I think I can do it all with his tools this turn. No, I can use this to grab a CP from a point. So come over here. I get punched for it, but that's fine. Ow. Wow, actually does 3 damage per melee swing. They got through 2 physical armor. And I have 4, so I can test this. There's no way that's hitting all of them. Oh, it's telling me I can hit all of them because if I angle it, of course I can swing back and hit him, but that's obviously not very useful. So would I rather hit these 3? Well, no, because that one's dead. All I'm doing is pick sword. Those 2 at the back or you 2. It's easier to kill that one because it's up close, so... You go first in order. It actually makes no difference. So now let's just do this. I'm content with that. I could use this as well. May as well, just to make this nice and strong. I have no idea what Lichgar's stats are, or even what it does, to be honest. Okay, it's clearly angry. Resistance at this stage has been more than we would have expected of a force filled with brainless drones. Highly armoured targets like these are proving to be far more resilient to our weapons than we would have predicted. They're also very driven, like no other Necron, to accomplish their goal of protecting the tomb. Oh, it gets to move on hit. Good to know. If I use this to scan it, will that get it to run after me as well? Probably. But I already intend to heal, so who cares? Maybe I can lure it in close enough for a melee attack. 7 energy armor. Oh, blimey. You just chill out there. Okay, Oriokus. We quite badly need CP to get you to do anything. Well, it's 7 energy armor. You're not a good target for this, so let's instead target you. Since stats up. Yeah, it's energy armor. I thought so. I'm pretty sure I can just kill it with this anyway, if I bless first. Yep. One of its pips of energy armor got stripped by... Oh, I could have used... Got to use Cognition Freedom. Never mind. Not yet. Let's reinforce first. One over there. And what I'll do is I'll put enough strength into you so that when you shoot that annoying death mark, you instant kill it, so it's not jumping around shooting me. I assume who? There you go. Whenever I use reinforcement, it happens on the very next step, so it's pretty good. There you go, that's more than enough damage to instant kill him. In fact, let's just... Oh, I can't quite... Oh, I can command fire. Oh, that's how it works. As long as he's in the zone, which he just barely is, he can then target things outside the zone if they're within his range. So, yeah, I can stitch together a good shot there. Dead. I'm pretty sure Jeremiah is fast enough to come over here and grab that, but what I want to do... I want to make sure he's low enough again so that Menarius can heal him to full and then get the kill. Yeah, let's buff him again. Done. And now you, despite your height, because he's 3 to 5, perfect, he won't die. He got crit and died instantly, you idiot. That's so unlucky. Now I don't get mine. I keep 0, which is very lucky, but I lose the Blackstone from the scan that I could have got. And I lose 10 Blackstone from the heal I didn't put on Leonardus. Need to remember I can occasionally crit stuff, especially when I stack a huge amount of crit chance on the Vanguard with all my abilities. I rather neglected that. Luck had nothing to do with it. I'm just an idiot. I put a huge quantity of crit chance on it and then complained when I got the crit. What a genius. Blasphemy looms over this place, Magos. I counsel caution. Where the sigil is inscribed on the floor of this chamber, several Necron hieroglyphics appear on the walls, glowing a baleful red as if in angry response. Obliterates try to destroy the Necron symbols so only the Omnissiah's voice is heard in this place. Slight grammatical error there. Pray for the Omnissiah to bless this place and rob the Necron symbols of their heretical power. Translate. Try to learn the meaning of the strange Necron symbols. We're not here to learn or supplicate anything to the Necrons. We're here to destroy them. Good. Yeah, there you go. My indignation is rewarded. With plasma cutters and burning promethium, the cohort attacks the Necron symbols. They can only be defaced rather than erased, but this act of sacred defiance brings a sense of moral victory to the darkness of the tomb of Icropis. Mission complete. The final sigil is put in place. Immediately the pre-ritual canticles stream through the noosphere in preparation for the full incantation. The tomb of Icropis is held in a sacred web of information that, for the moment, holds off the corruption of the Necrons. Sigils are in place. The ceremony can commence. I have 30 dedicated servitors fully programmed with the 71st Ritual of Compliance. I shall require the use of the muster deck and 400 gallons of blessed machine oil. Do what you must, Fidex. Let the tomb be purified in the name of the Omnissiah. I hope it will be worth the effort. It will be Magos. Necrons shall soon know, as we do, the words of fabricator General Sin Cosinius. Obey the standard modelled, or obey the laws of death. Slightly imperfect, but we kept the important thing intact. About like 90 blackstone in that terminal we left on the table. That's a bit sad. Oh, these immortals are worth a lot. Glad to see them pop up. We have our caliber, which is nice. All well and good. Okay, 1,500 is enough to be getting on with. Do I want to? First thing to consider. I did think about swapping out the plasma culverin with the plasma caliber. It's obviously a lot more versatile. It's easy to use. And I only lose a single pip of damage. That being said, with the CP generation and all the abilities I've got, I think I can support the technically cost ineffective gun, because yes, it's CP costly and yes, it's draining a slot, but if I removed the slot, what would I even do with it? First I'm going to upgrade, because you're one of my 2 rank 15 blokes, so I need to keep upgrading you down this path. 3 HP 1 energy armor, 4 HP 1 physical armor, and that's his only physical armor, so we'll keep that. Arm is, or the head rather, 2 HP 1 energy armor, 2 energy armor, that's worse. Okay, so just take one of these and don't use it. Okay, that gives me the extra slot immediately. I'll do this. No brainer. And then 520. I think I'll upgrade you first. And then come back to you. So Oriochus levels. And does what exactly? I just continue down this path. 2 energy armor. 1 HP, that's probably better. And the arm, 1 HP, 20% crit chance. Versus 2 HP, 20 crit chance, so it's just worse. In this case, we'll take the head. And up to, yeah, the extra armor is worth the loss of 1 HP. And if you have an extra slot, which you can't immediately use unless I wanted a bigger gun. I could give him a plasma caliber. That makes it, he's kind of difficult to actually, he's too CP hungry now. Because yes, I can use Cognition Freedom to shoot one of these fairly cheaply, but then I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on abilities. I can only regain 4, and that's too expensive. Would I prefer the caliber to the Xenorite Blaster though? 6 to 8, 5 to 7, so it does, again, 1 more. But you're in a straight line and you do a bit of extra chip damage to single targets. 3, 3, 2, 2. They're very similar otherwise. You half the movement, you destroy armor. Would I prefer the AoE bubble or a straight line? I've already got a Culverin type weapon, so I prefer the straight line. So is there another 2 CP option? Or something like that I can use? The arc rifle? And honestly no, he's too expensive. I'm just going to stick around with the Phosphor Blaster. It's also nice for enemy scanning, because he's one of the few who doesn't have that. I want to save his skull for buffing Skitari, so that's my only option. So no, Oriochus here, I'm afraid, is stuck waiting for the upgrades to Cognis canisters to use these slots properly. That leaves me with enough to rank you again and have enough to still summon troops. So I shall do so. Energy enhancers I don't use are cheaper, fantastic. -1 CP. Well, if they're -1 CP, +2, +2, that is now synonymous to the Sanctus canister for 1 damage, except you give 10 crit chance and 3 movement, whereas that just gives the damage. You could do that instead, whereas that's just +1, which is a bit sad. Although it's, hang on, because it's, -1 cognition point per use. If I use 2 of these, is that effectively just 2 free damage? Yeah, because they're both CP nil. Oh yeah, see, it shows it down here. So there you go. There's 2 free damage without having to spend the CP on that instead. So it's a more effective Sanctus canister at the cost of, taking up 2 slots. I could alternatively, I can't fit that and a tier 2 one. Could do it like that instead. take. So if you want to, you can spend a CP on buffing the damage of that. This is good for, because the melee damage tends to lag behind because it has less base. I can't buff it up as much, so the canister makes more sense to me. So okay, this will work. Let's do it this way. So if I need to fire the physical gun, I can use that to buff it. If I need to fire this one, I can use that to buff it instead, and use them accordingly. So I've got options to assist you and assist you as the enemies dictate. And I'd like the extra point, but then we'll get that later to fix the cognition mechadendrite. Next is what, armor, and then taking the axe off. Is that worth it? +4 range with these is actually pretty incredible. The flamethrower in particular will become range 13, which is like half the map, and just burn everything. Problem solved. This will get just +1 damage is nice. Crit chance, yeah, I think that's worth it. Removing the option of hitting things with an axe. You're to 17. So you two are stuck at 16. I'll come back and start leveling you now. Good. All right. Suffice. Just leaves us with... Oh, I was about to say that just leaves us with purification. Note, there is another one. Extra deployment slot. That's nice. And the heavy arc rifle. So it still has that dreaded random chance element where it's 1 to 12. So if you're unlucky, that's not going to help you much. But I guess if you stack it on a crit build type character, then you might really like it. Yeah, we'll consider that later. But it is hard, so I can do the normal one first. Alright, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. And thank you very much for all the support as you've kind of gone through. I do really appreciate it. If you have any notes on the run or what I could be doing better, or just builds or missions you'd like to see, by all means do let me know. If you just want to chat with me and understand in the comment section, that's great too. The interactive part of YouTube is probably the most fun for me, so it always does feel nice. Thanks. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.